So Welcome to Derry came out recently, and although I'm a fan of all the It films and Bill Skarsgård's performance as Pennywise, I wasn't too excited for another prequel of a horror movie to come out because one of the things that a horror movie or show has to have, for me personally, is to have characters I can care and worry for. However, with prequels to horror movies, we know that the antagonist or the threat has to win to continue the story, meaning every victim has to die, or we already know that they survived. It takes away all the stakes prequels have with a completely new list of protagonists, and for me, no stakes means no interest. Plus, to be honest, I don't know the true and exact thing that can make a horror prequel personally enjoyable, but what tends to keep me invested in prequel stories is to focus on the antagonist and how they became the horror icon that they are, not on who they are destined to kill. Now, I honestly don't think that doing that for a creature like Pennywise would work, nor do I know what this series will be focusing on in its entirety, because so far it seems to be focusing on an adult character that we already know lives, and the newer child victims that, again, I don't care too much about because they most likely won't make it. So when it comes to Welcome to Derry, I'm not entirely invested yet in the overall story. However, the pilot does introduce us to so many questions regarding what happens to Derry. The child actors do bring some very good performances. The suspense and scares are effective. I am personally intrigued to see what Halloran's involvement is in the series. And of course, I'll be waiting to see Pennywise appear. So yeah, I'm not much of a TV guy, so I don't know exactly how I'd rate this yet. But to me, it was overall a very good horror pilot. And I'm curious to see if they'll find a way to make me believe in the survival of these kids, so I can really feel stressed for our protagonists.